Now, Central Oregon's local alert weather with Katie Suniga.
A much warmer day for us here today in Central Oregon. Some areas reach anywhere between 10 to 15 degrees warmer today with just a few clouds in the sky. On our satellite radar, we really see just a little bit of activity in up to the Washington to our north and then some off to our northeast. We're looking at a fairly clear satellite and radar image for today, tonight, and maybe even through most of tomorrow before we could begin to see a few clouds pull into the region. Here's a look at the Pacific Northwest view. You can see we're fairly clear offshore as well. Just a very brief system is headed this way that could bring us a few more clouds. Our winds tonight are going to stay on the windy side. We're 15 miles per hour right now in Bend, 18 in Redmond. You can see that's pretty similar to the rest of the state except for 25 miles in the Dalles. Now our winds tonight are going to stay with us into the evening and we could see some gusts up to 20. Most of these winds will be out of the northwest before they die off overnight tonight. Here were our highs today. Redmond made it up into the high 60s. Bend made it into the mid 60s. Eugene in the 70s, as well as Medford and the Dalles and Pendleton. We're looking at tomorrow being a very brief cool down. We're back to those mid 50s tomorrow, maybe high 50s in Redmond. So quite a bit of a cooler day for us before things pick back up. Now here's a look at our temperatures coming up right now across the state. You can see we're still in those mid to high 60s, still 70s through parts of the gorge. In Central Oregon, much warmer, still in the 70s in Warm Springs, 60s for all of Central Oregon, 62 in Sisters, 69 in Redmond, 64 in Prineville. A much warmer day today than yesterday, but like I said, cooler all the way around. Now tonight, we do not cool down as much as we were last night. We stay above average by nearly 10 degrees here in Redmond at 37, 38 for Bend, the low 30s for Sun River and La Pine, and then the high 30s for Madras and Warm Springs. Tomorrow, we do this fun little dip back down in our temperatures, right back down to average. 58 is where we typically are in Redmond this time of year. Low 60s potentially in Warm Springs, and then we see those lower 50s in Sun River and La Pine. Then we take another turn. I'll show you here on this model right here. This is where we are today, just a little bit of the ridge of high pressure into the coast by Wednesday. This dips down a little bit, and you see this little bitty low pressure system right here in the middle of the high pressure system. By Thursday, that comes in and actually connects, and then we see this deep trough of low pressure go down into California. That changes again on Friday. Here's how all this plays out on our future track. You'll see just a few clouds swinging through the region. Here we are Wednesday morning, 5 a.m., and a few clouds start to roll in. By later in the afternoon, around 9 o'clock or so later in the day, you'll see just a few little spots of showers by 5 o'clock. Now these are a very tiny chance. We're talking 5 to maybe 10% chance that we could see some showers on Wednesday. Very isolated, very small. By Thursday, we start the warm up again. Friday, we're back into the low 70s. Then the weekend, we drop back down into the high 60s.